What up everyone, it's your boy Gus, back with another jewelry review. I know you guys love these, so we're back to do another company that we've gotten such an insane amount of requests. It's called KRKC&Co. I've seen their branding out there, so now it's time to put them up to the test. As usual, we're gonna weigh them out, we're gonna examine them, we're gonna go link by link to see if it is worth it for the smaller price point for you to go out there and spend your hard-earned money on this particular company. Without further ado, let's get this thing popping. Roll that intro music, let's see what KRKC is all about. Actually, it's KRKC&Co.
Yeah. Gus Villa Jewelry.
So hit me with the bag. All right, cool. So this is what the package that it comes in. To be fair, let me give you the full disclosure of what actually happened. I arrived at my P.O. box. I opened this bad boy up. This envelope was sitting there. I thought it was something else. I had ordered some SD cards. I opened them up and it was the package that I had ordered. So I've already opened it, just the package though. I haven't actually looked inside or anything. So this is our botched job to try to conceal my address. And not only that, conceal the actual fact that I opened it already like a moron. So we're gonna open it once again. Hit me with the knife and let's get this thing popping. Don't throw a knife.
Scissor me.
All right, fancy knife as always. I don't know. I'm a savage, dog. This is how we open things. Ah. All right, cool. So now again, I broke this thing as before. Here's what it looks like on the outside. It has KRKC&Co, which by the way, I think is a very complicated name. I'm sure there's a really cool origin behind it. I have no idea what it is, but it legit took me like 10 times repeating this over and over until I finally got it. I don't know if it's KRKC&Co, or it could also be KRKC&Co. Whatever, the point is, it comes with this. Welcome to the KRKC&Co family. Oh, I got a little honey on here and a little rodeo. I see you, KRKC&Co. VIP coupon 20. I'm assuming that you're gonna get 20% off a couple of things. Here are a couple of cool looking celebrities, as you can see right here, that are wearing it. To be fair, I really don't care about any of these. I probably won't be shopping with them again, which by the way, brings me to a really good point. Before I start this review, let me just explain to you guys, these reviews are not sponsored. I don't ever get sponsored by any one of these companies, nor will I ever be sponsored. I don't need to be sponsored by them. I make my own jewelry. Therefore, I am strictly doing this just to give you guys some sort of perspective from a jeweler's angle. Maybe it's not so much a consumer, which I also think is important, but my particular angle, it comes from a company owner who makes Cuban link chains. I can give you something a little bit more introspective as far as how these things are made, maybe give you some more insight on the aesthetics and if I think it looks good or not, but ultimately they are not sponsored, so you are gonna get a 100% unbiased opinion on these things. I also don't like to compare them a lot to handmade because I understand that a lot of people are big fans of handmade and I make them, so I don't want to sound like I'm pushing my stuff over theirs. It's just simply another angle for you to look at. That being said, let's continue on with this review. So again, it comes with this KRKC&Co. Really good branding. All these companies on Instagram have really nice packaging. It's made me step up my packaging, so coming very soon, we got some nice boxes coming. We got the Made in China brand here, which is also really unique. I wonder if they make a lot of good stuff in China. All right, so here it is. This is what it looks like when you open it up. Yeah, this is it. Let me just pop this bad boy open. And it looks like it's layered in this plastic adhesion. Pretty easy to take off, to be honest. Look at that, just came right off. And take a look at what we got going on right here. This is a, if I'm not mistaken, this is a 6mm Cuban link. And just first glance, just like a lot of these Cuban links that are made in China, the first thing that I feel is the weight. The weight is off. It doesn't look very, very heavy, and nor does it feel very heavy. It just has a, this could be very biased because I see a lot of hollow chains all over the place, but this doesn't necessarily look solid, or it's probably because it's iron or stainless steel or some sort of brass. It just feels very flimsy. The color looks good. The color looks really good. This is what gold looks like. It does have a darkish undertone, which that undertone usually comes from when you plate a base metal that's either brass or stainless steel. That's where you get like this darker undertone, but still it does look very good. The spacing on here, awful. Absolutely. I mean, I could parallel park a Hummer in this thing. It's really, really bad. To be fair, the lock, I think, is the part that they advertise as unique. This thing here is supposed to lock. I don't really know how to do it. I'm sure there's some sort of way. I will fast forward this part so it could look like I knew what I was doing, but I'm gonna try to figure this out right now, and then we'll just time lapse this. Oh, wait, hold on. Here we go. Player found ya. Oh, and this goes through here. Okay, cool. So the lock is pretty sturdy and unique. I've never seen a lock like this. So this is obviously something that they designed for themselves. I can tell you one thing though, and here's the part where this is gonna be a short review because there is nothing particularly unique about this chain. This is 100% Chinese made. And let me explain to you why that's a big problem. There are a lot of areas in China, more specifically the Shenzhou, I believe is pronounced, province in China. This particular area is flooded with huge manufacturers that are mass producing chains. They have this particular machine that makes Cuban link chains on lock, and they produce thousands and thousands and thousands of chains per hour. They all look exactly the same. There's nothing unique about them at all. You could look at them from one gaze. They're all gonna have a little slit right here in the middle where they seal the chain up. This is more than likely, again, a very cheap metal. The plating is going to come off relatively quick. And how do I know that? Because I see millions of these things all over Miami. Plus, there's a huge manufacturer right down here in downtown Miami, which if you're ever interested in buying one, you could just go down there with a wholesale license and pick these things up for $30 or $40. The only thing that's different about this piece is the fact that they changed their lock. That's probably something that they called over to the Chinese manufacturers. They had them redesign this, and so this is unique to their particular chain pattern. But other than that, this is the same Cuban link that comes out there. If you guys have any reviews of companies that you want me to do, please let them be something that's unique, because this here is the same thing that's gonna be in 99% of the shops out there that you see on Instagram. This is pretty much garbage, and this is the same thing that I could scoop up for about 20 bucks, 30 bucks if I have a license down here in Miami to buy wholesale. I don't mean to be so harsh on these chains. I wanna be as impartial as I possibly can. It does have a nice plating on there. This is just kind of wasting your money, because that's what I'm here to do this review, to see if it's worth your money or not. The file, there's really no file. This is machine made. This is the same Chinese stuff that I'm telling you about. There's no machine file. There's no one hand soldering this. This is just, yeah, I hate to say it, and I hate to trash another person's company, because that other owner could be eating off this. This could be a lot of hard work that goes into just even getting the branding correctly and selling it, etc. But the reality is, this is not really good. I can't say anything good about it, and I'd be lying to you if I was. Let's just test it out, see what kind of metals are on there. Maybe there's a lot of gold on there that we don't know about. I don't know, let's just give it a shot. For all the people that are new to my reviews, this is called the Precious Metal Analyzer. This is what we jewelry stores have in all of our jewelry stores. It measures how much gold is in any particular chain. Gone are the days of the scratch test. Now we have this $18,000 machine that we shoot an X-ray into it, and it's gonna tell us exactly what it's made out of. So let's do that with this and see what kind of metals are in here. Put this up here, it shoots that X-ray. No, it's not shooting my fingers. Don't worry about it. I get comments all the time. Yes, you're gonna get cancer from the X-rays. I understand how to work this machine. It's fine. So from what I'm seeing here, it says gold plate probable. It has 1% AU, which is pretty typical of a light plate. Has nickel in there, about 8%. Fe, which is iron, which means this is stainless steel. 18% chromium, and a little bit of copper in there, if anything. Yeah, this is stainless steel with a very light dip of gold. Feels flimsy, doesn't feel particularly good, and I've seen this chain a million other times with different other brandings on it. What you're paying for specifically is just the fact that you got targeted, the fact that they spend a lot of money in marketing, the fact that this is just a very cheap look. But here's the thing, like the Shop GLD one, which was also not very good either, or let's say for instance the Jackson one, at the very least theirs looked somewhat different, and if you got really close to it is when you could tell that it wasn't a real Miami Cuban link chain handmade in gold. This is the run-of-the-mill stuff that you can get on offer up from anywhere that could just buy it wholesale, and because of that it just looks fake. It doesn't even look good when it's on. It's just not a good imitation. Like there's these Rolexes, right, that people spend thousands of dollars that are called frame Frankensteins that, let's say for instance, a regular sub will cost 10,000 as an example. This Frankenstein will cost around 1,500 because it has an original dial. There's a lot of things on it that can make it look really, really good imitation. And I'm not for imitations, but I'm just letting you know that if you're gonna spend $1,500, that is a good imitation that looks real. This, you're spending 160 bucks, 180 bucks, which is a lot of money, for it to look absolutely like garbage on you. Either way, we're still gonna put it on ourselves and show you what it looks like on different body structures, and you be the judge. Maybe I'm being too harsh on it or not, but let me know. So yeah, overall thoughts, packaging, maybe could have done a little bit better now that I've gotten used to some really good packaging. I'll give it a 4 out of 10. Quality, file, and plating, 1 out of 10. This is not very good. And overall customer service, to be honest with you, they sent me an email saying one of their sizes wasn't around, and so they sent me this as an alternative. I think it was great. I think that they followed up on that, so that I would give you a 10 out of 10, which customer service is really, really good. What kind of person I think would benefit from this chain? Maybe some little kids in their intro, they can't even wear it for very long because the plating is gonna rub off relatively quickly. I don't think anybody should really be buying this stuff. Save yourself 150 bucks. Maybe if you don't necessarily want to spend thousands and thousands on a solid one, shameless plug, maybe spend a little bit more money and get yourself a handmade one out of silver dipped in real gold, which we provide those at gusvillajewelry.com. But that's just me, maybe being 100% biased. Go out there and do your research on yourself. As always, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching another one of my reviews. We love you guys, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. If you have any other companies that are legit, that are not this Chinese made crap, maybe that they hand make their stuff, maybe something that you saw it's a little bit more unique, let me know in the comments section, and I'd love to buy a piece for you and give you guys my honest opinion on it. See you guys in the next one. Holla at me.